Hello guys, good evening everyone. Hello. Good evening. How you all doing? Hey Steven, hey Sok. Hello. How's your Friday evening going? Hey Rajan, hello. Hello again. How you all doing? How's your Friday evening? Everyone's already chilling. Everyone's already done working and everything, eh? Back to the chill mode, Back to the chill mode, Here we go again. Last weekend was a bit of a break there. And now we need to get back to the grind. I need to get back to the grind. I get some of that streaming going. Final Fantasy 14 crafted, I see. Sounds good, man, sounds good. That is very nice. Oh, damn. Oh, really? Friend got some strawberries and apricots for like $2 a kilo. So I might need to go hunting then. 700 for one roof window, the Monka is. That's indeed quite sad. That's indeed quite sad. That's one fancy roof then. One fancy window. I'll need to go there too. I want me some strawberry. Been a while. Been a while. Zero, did I say? Have the kitchen chair. Well, that's a little too dank. But yeah, like my chair is just the Frankenstein that they build after mine broke on stream, basically. And then I use the foundation of the old chair and the top part of another chair, and that's what I use. And that's what I use. And it still actually works surprisingly. Kind of loud sometimes. Might even the microphone might even pick it up sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. Considering the prices, and that I need, you know, very sturdy chair for my ass. That's a bit of a problem. $200, damn, that's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice price. That's a nice price. Alright. Alright. Yeah, moving somewhere also kind of scary like that. Because of, you know, like all the furniture. Well, not all the furniture, but like the setup part. And that's gonna be annoying. I fell for the ergonomic meme, I say. Because like moving somewhere, you'll need like the table and stuff. That is somewhat decent, right? I need like a place basically where to put everything and where to sit down and all. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a problem. And if you plan to move quite often, that is even more of a problem. To get that stuff set in different places, that will be annoying. Alright, close this. Let's go. And the PC disk you want, I see. Well, I mean, can always go with some IKEA stuff. Can always go with some IKEA stuff there too, I guess. And some of them are quite expensive though, from what I've seen. Even like something kind of basic and everything. Still, the prices are quite something. Yeah, the standing table I remember in IKEA was like 500 or something. And I thought that was like, you know, too dang. Nowadays it's not even that dang, really. But it's probably nowadays not 500 anymore too, to be honest, most likely. Most likely. Alright, let's get this on. And let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like gonna be chilling mostly. Don't even like really have anything going that I kind of like from the get-go can think of doing, but I slowly will. Yes, it's okay, see. Minimalism, brother. You don't like minimalism? Come on. Come on. Why do you know like minimalism? Depends what you want, of course, yeah. I just kinda need like something where I can put my shit on. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Mine works pretty good and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that actually. But here we go in somewhere. That's gonna be more tricky. Ah, I see, so I see, alright. Now see. Can't you like change some of that stuff at least? Remember back in the day there was like an option to change some of the stuff, some of the like the faces and everything, and the drawers and stuff. I think you could pick different ones. Like when I was building like the thing that is hanging on the wall, like kind of bar and stuff. You could basically like pick any doors you want. Let's see, let's see. Let's see, alright. Yeah, I actually kind of like it when it's one color. I don't mind. Yeah, they kind of like gray frame on the drawers only. Everything else is like dark. Like, that's pretty much my table color and everything. That's pretty much my table really there. And I don't even mind. Yeah, like kind of dark floors and bright walls. Well, not super bright, but you know, peach sort of. Alright, what should I maybe do today? Could get, instead of the character creation the way we did it, I could do kind of like pre-made characters, I guess. I could do that. I feel like that's gonna be kind of the way to do it, really. Like not fully customized character, but more like pre-made ones. And that's what I think about them. And the white walls are gray ones. Well, I mean, I think both kind of boring, to be honest, if you think about it. The gray ones are a little bit more practical in terms of, you know, like, they're gray. So, like, stuff is not going to be so visible on them compared to white ones. Yeah, I just went for peach ones. I didn't want to go, like, full bright. Didn't want to go full dark. Didn't want to go some, like, you know, like some crazy colors or something. So I went this kind of, like light peach, and the kitchen has like a little bit more like bright, like kind of closer to orange already. And the furniture is pretty much all dark actually on that. And it ended up being kinda alrighty. And the kitchen is pretty good too. You know, it is the easiest to maintain. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's an easy color to pick through. Like, there are some places where I could already at this point, like, roll a little more with the paint, but yeah, try to find the same shade nowadays. Especially nowadays. Well, that's already kind of like, that is fine. Oh, there is fine. I'm gonna be already probably my brother living or something, so that's gonna be a easy problem there. Can go really dark with furniture or walls. Well, kinda true. Kinda true. I don't really mind. It's like my comfy cave, honestly. I don't really like, you know, like super bright stuff. Like I have dark curtains, I have dark furniture, dark floors, dark floors, and like everything else is kind of bright. And I like it that way. Kinda nice, kinda nice. Yeah, like everything is wood, not just like, you know, like some just plain black stuff, but kind of like... what was the name of that type of wood even? I forgot. But yeah, like this is pretty much all my furniture like this. Pretty much it. It's either like dark brown basically. Like very dark brown. I like it. I like it actually. Pretty nice. Comfy. Comfy. And the dark curtains and everything also good because, yeah, less sun. Less sun. Not that big of a deal for me now already, but back then when I was a DGen, you know, going back to sleep at 4 AM at summer. In the summer, that means you have like sun all over the place already. So it's nice. Let's see, so I see. Well, I have 40 and I don't know, kind of fine by me. Fine by me. Well, I mean, maybe it looks a little like less spacious, but to be honest, even out of this I don't use most of it anyway, so I don't really even care, to be honest. I don't even really care, to be honest. And what about that functionality? How functional that space is rather than how it looks. Yeah, rather than how it looks. Oh yeah, I guess in the kitchen floor is bright also, yeah. And the tiles are bright. But the overall, most of the stuff kinda quite dark. I like it. I like it. I mean, like pretty much everything is not used. Like behind the monitor is like the, you know, the walkway to the kitchen and the bathroom, and that's it. And like my bed to the left, and like, nothing else is used. Like the chair, the couch, and like the table and everything there is being used only when my friends arrive. Which is kind of bad because I just make out a kind of like a little of a storage there already. With a bunch of stuff laying on the couch and stuff and the table until, you know, until friends arrive and I clean everything. Until then, there is just a bunch of stuff laying there. The dining room, that's a ghost town. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much the same here. Like, I eat at the PC anyway. I don't really, like, need that one. When I read, I sometimes use that couch, just sitting on the couch, reading and stuff. Kind of want to get back to that, too. I need to kind of, like, get a little out of PC time more and everything. Just feel like, you know, there is time. Because it all constantly feels like there is no time, man. Like, racing life, racing something. Not sure what for. Not sure what for. Alright, let's see. So, pre-made characters instead of customization, probably. How to do that smarter? Another scriptable thingy. No big plans in motion. They most likely are. Most likely are. Brother moving in is also kind of like for now. If he's not going to army himself or something, that's still also like not finalized yet. It's like already a year almost since he graduated and still kind of like not exactly known yet. I think he's going to asylum again soon, like probably like next week I would assume, or the week after next week. And if he's not gonna make it until like I don't remember, was it beginning of July or middle of July or late July? Not late July for sure. Like if he's not getting it in the current conscription session, then it means it's gonna be next conscription session, and that's October already and stuff, so it's gonna be like another bunch of months just like down the fucking drain. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll manage to get it already, because I think at this point he already could use an asylum, to be honest, with all this shit going on. I think we all could, honestly. We all could already. Not gonna lie. The day testing, well, I mean, he has depression, like, you know, not in the meme way. With people like meme nowadays, but you know, it already was there even like during Corona and everything. It started, and you know, current shit didn't make it any better whatsoever. So he was pretty severe one, and now it's only getting worse. But that's the test him basically, yeah. He doesn't have any like, you know, serious mental issues, as in like some terminal stuff or whatever, but yeah, he is not fit, you know, basically for conscription and stuff. Even though that's why they're putting him there again, because they said the first time that's like, you know, it's like episodes or something, so it's kind of like maybe it's not that bad, so we need to test you again. And like, bro, you gonna send him there, like chances are high you're just gonna like fucking break there or something, and like then you're gonna have regrets. Then they're gonna have regrets. You know, especially if you give gun to someone like that. There already was plenty of cases like this recently with all this shit going on, so you totally don't want to send someone who you know has some like depression and other mental stuff there going. You totally don't want to. So yeah, hopefully that's gonna be fine. If that will work and I can manage to get him here, then that's gonna be good. Then I probably will go, even alone maybe. Most likely not alone, because I think my Uzbekistani friend already, from Uzbekistan already like said that he's down. Like I think he got tired already living there with basically like random colleagues. Because he said it's fucking Santa Barbara there, you know, like some soap opera going on. You know, with constant drama and everything among all the people, and he's already tired of this shit, so he's kind of planning to move, and he would be fine to collaborate if needed. That would be nice. That would be nice. Another friend of mine from here is still kind of like question marking. Yeah, but we'll see. It's all gonna be probably like closer to the end of summer, and if they're gonna like, you know, drop the iron curtain on us or something until then it's all gonna be rip. No, he really needs to just like live alone. Like parents can, like my mom can't handle it either already anymore. So like they already both can, like all of them can handle each other pretty much at this point. I mean, he's 23 this year already, living all life with them, you know, not without even like, you know, having like proper separate rooms, sorta. Like when you don't see the PC basically behind you. That's how I lived before too, right? Like behind you, like, you know, like your parents just like walking to their room and to the kitchen basically, and like bathroom and everything. And when you like, you know, sit at night, for example, like behind the wall, there's like parents already, you know, sleeping and everything, and molding when you allowed. Well, he is actually kind of at least lucky, because, you know, my mom like mellowed down a little with age. Because back when I was like sitting there, like in 2 a.m., if they hear me, and I wasn't even like talking or something, no VoIP or something, he's just like sitting with friends on the VoIP at like 2 a.m. or something. And I was just sitting, you know, like some like mouse clicks or something at 2 a.m. Bro, that was a scandal. That was rip my fucking pants. He's having it good, I would say, even. But yeah, he's molden. And parents are molden too, so they would be down to such I would be down for such, you know, turn of events if that will work that way. And then off we go. I mean, he's currently right now the cave goblin, though. That's the thing. Like, we literally went to like the parents' summer house on Friday. Like after mom's work, she picked us up. And we went there, you know, barbecue, beer, then sleep. The next day, he was basically sleeping until like 1 p.m. or something, I think. When I was already like painting the barrels and doing like other stuff there. He woke up, then like we already like started like the sauna and everything. Went to the sauna and he's like, I'm out. Back home. So we all kind of stood for like, you know, like neighbors arrived also. We got like another like set of barbecue, basically more beer and everything. And he already peaced out. And just to sit home at the PC alone. So yeah, he's already goblin mode there. This is okay, so yeah, he's already goblin mode. If anything, the hope is that alone he will be a little better that way. We'll see though. We'll see though. I just wouldn't mind that kind of you know, a renter. That I wouldn't mind. If we'll settle that down, that will be good. Just kind of, my friend decided that, you know, just kind of going for a little bit of a vacation, sorta, for a few years wouldn't be too bad. Not something permanent, you know, not something super long term, but at least like a couple of years of just fucking off would be nice. Should have enough of that, hopefully. Just like keep streaming and doing other stuff, and I hope things will go fine. Because yeah, things are also kind of very unstable on all fronts. On all fronts, sadly. Which is the annoying part. It's like not even the shit situation. Shit situation we are fine with. It's more about, you know, how deeper it can get. That's the thing. And that you need to be prepared. And that you need to be maybe like changing some plans. If it's going to shit too much, maybe it's time to take another path. But you never know. You never know how it actually go. And now they now also kind of like want him to move out and everything already. It'll be easier for everyone involved, eh? Oh, I mean, the things happening here, like, I actually kind of, like, don't really even give a shit, to be honest, much. Like, that's kind of, like, well, I mean, obviously nothing good, right? But, like, but that part, at least, whatever. Like, they get you, at least you know where it goes and what's gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do about it already, you know? It's just kind of, like, the fatalism there. It's more about, well, until then, you know, and the side of things, how bad it can go around that. It's more about, you know, what they can do with, like, the streaming and everything, getting games and stuff, with how things go in general. Will you be able to go somewhere or not? That kind of shit. And what will gonna happen with stream in general, right? Like, for the perspectives and stuff, where it's gonna go. How the numbers go and everything. That's the worrying stuff, because that's something that is, you know, kind of like not preordained, I guess, you know. It's just kind of like can change. Like, the worst turns of events, like, you can't really do anything about it. It's just happening, and you just kind of like, well, shit. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. See, if they would already kind of like lock everything and stuff, then yeah, that would be at least then you know, you know what to do. You know what's gonna happen. Like, your the window of different, you know, possibilities and stuff, it kind of becomes like very narrow. So you kind of whatever. Pretty much so, yeah, pretty much, I guess. Pretty much. So it would be actually kind of even easier. So I think like life, you know, like the regular average person in general is kind of like easier here, and they don't even see anything happening much because you just follow the flow. Nothing's really affected when you don't give a shit. Now when you do, things get a bit harder. How to deal with this better, I wonder. The characteristic is something I want to do 100%, so I probably should I'll look into that. Maybe I actually should do it kind of like separate. So I keep this for now working too, just in case. Yeah, the guaranteed stuff and everything is good, yeah. It's like not even like, you know, money, for example. Like for you don't get like some month don't reach the goal, right? Like 420 that I said, for example, like February, I think. Yeah, February was not 400. I mean, it's not even like sure, like it's like, I don't know, like 20 like or something bucks less, like whatever. It's not like you're gonna like go broke or something from that, right? It's fine. It's just the fact that, you know, like, all right, that's kind of like, you know, where it's gonna go from now. You go up, will it go up, will it go down more? What you gonna have? That's the thing with the system shock, for example, right? I wouldn't even mind. I like requested the key, and then I see like when it was already out, and like on Lurk it, I just see it shows like, you know, like 50 average. Yeah, I'm checking their stats and it shows like 48 average, and I'm like, bruh, come on, man. What is this shit? That stuff was like 70 few months ago. Where it goes, how it goes, I have no idea, dude. It's like always the combination of like a bunch of stuff. Like someone else is starting streaming on that time, someone else is moving something, someone else is doing something else. Twitch fucking something up. You know, some seasonal things. It's always some fiesta going on. Always some shit. So kind of trying to process how to make this better. On the back of my head there. Yeah, that stuff is indeed very PP again. Suffering there, Sayo. Do the crushing and stuff that often? Is it? Is it really? Kinda so kinda. Well, the thing is, like, it's in general like pretty bad with discoverability. The another thing is also kind of like that's what I'm kind of maybe we'll see how things will go. I'm gonna be already kind of whatever about, right? It's just that I stream on the slot that is free. When Nella doesn't stream, right? Because when Nella streams, my slot is just gone. Like everyone's gone. At this point, the connection is already kind of not there, but it's still there, sorta. And like even if you lose like a couple of dozens people, then it's still huge. Like literally like the difference between like even 50 like and 100 for discoverability is huge. Like if you ever go like below like 20 or something in that range, it's just like forget about it. Forget about it. You can look at like many streamers like that are like super consistent and stuff like on track. So like started streaming before I did, like way before and everything. And he's sure kind of niche, right, and everything, but he's like consistent and stuff too. And he has like the core community and everything. And you have like this like 20, like swamp. It's just kind of like, dude, you can be there for years with like no potential or something. You can pick any time slot. You can do anything you want. You're just gonna be there. That's the thing about the Twitch. Like discoverability on Twitch is not time slot related. It's not like the content related really that much. It's more, especially nowadays, is like where you kind of attach and plug yourself. Like if you manage to get some like networking going and stuff, sure. Steven, you still there? I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Like seeing seeing the regulars and everything is always nice. It always feels good. It all just means that like, content is there. Sure, it might be niche, it might be for some, not for everyone, right? Absolutely. I always called myself boring streamer back then even. Remember how Triza was mad about it back in the day? I was calling myself boring and stuff, right? But like that's how it is. Yes, I would say CB too. Well, the thing is, like, CB is like he's also doing like the speed running and stuff, right? He's kind of like more like into like different communities that kind of give you viewers too, like Dark Souls community and everything, for example, right? Like people like raiding each other and stuff, and you switch to something else, and it's like not as good, basically. But yeah, I kind of like I just fell off from that, right? I kind of like disappear from the orbit now because I'm kind of like completely locked out. I don't play like Amoguses and everything, and they don't play what I play. And yeah, I'm not going to any events and everything, so I just kind of like fell out, which I don't even mind. I don't really mind being kind of like on my own and doing my own thing, even though I always appreciate all support and like auto host and stuff, still always appreciate it. But yeah, it's kind of nice also to do your own stuff. The only problem is you lose numbers, you lose discoverability instantly. And like deeper you go, the deeper it gets, basically. Like back then when like the auto host was working to the full and stuff, and like the time slot was empty, I was like over 100 easily. And when you over 100, you kind of stay over 100 and stuff also way easier. Like when you go past some amounts, and it's just like, bro. In past months, I don't even know what's happening. Like, what the fuck is that, man? Like, literally, like... Well, like, Triza started streaming, and, like, auto host is on, like, in the mornings. Auto host on him, and, like, people there too, more, and, like... I dropped there, and, like, alright, that's fine. Like, 70 and stuff average, all Gucci. And then, like, lower and lower. Like, bro, what the fuck is happening? I really have no idea. Is there someone else now also, like, streaming or something at that time or something? Like, what's happening? What's happening, man? That's just weird, eh? You never know what's happening. And yeah, other than that, like, discoverability is just, like, not there. Like I said, like, I remember, I think you were there too, like, with Revrox and stuff when we were talking about all that shit. That, yeah, nowadays, all this, like, consistency, schedules, you can grind for, like, 12 hours a day or something. It's not gonna be any difference whatsoever. Doesn't matter what you do, how you do, except for like the luck, obviously. Like the luck factor is there. If you will be like at the right time and the right place, and like someone like drops a raid or someone goes offline and some of their viewers decide to, like, you know, check the category and watch more of that game, for example. It's kind of like with Ella when he was playing Welcome to the Game, when like Soda went offline and like a bunch of people from his channel went to the second biggest channel, which was Ella's channel. So he got like pretty big boost, especially since he was going ham there, right? That like in the game back then, right? So like he got a big boost that way. But also how sustainable that boost and everything is, hard to say. Like back in the day, I remember I had like... Actually, after that, now that I remember, actually, coincidence. Yeah, right after that, Welcome to the Game stream, Ella rated me for like 10,000 viewers or something. And yeah, these like one-off things, the one-off things are like they don't have any effect, like zero. Can got that during 76? Could be, yeah, sometimes. With some games, sometimes, kinda. I mean, I was kind of like one of the few people, I guess, consistently still kind of playing it, you know. And that was already kind of special, because not a lot of people were playing the game, right? And like, having a good opinion on that. So I got like a little bit of that going. Even on my return to 76, I also kind of farmed there. Kind of solid, but it all kind of like depends. I think it's also because I probably was like above some threshold, you know. Like there's always this like view threshold. Like basically at this point, I think nowadays on Twitch, if you like below 20, it's kind of like swamp. Like forget about it. I think it's already maybe not even below 20. I think it might be higher nowadays. But back then I was kind of usually above like 100. Yeah, that's what kind of propels you high enough that you in the category of this, like that's when you can farm some niches, for example, right? Like you can go play some niche game when you have like some amount of views. You're most likely gonna be at the top or close to it, and you just keep farming that way. It's kind of like the rich get richer, basically. That's how it works. Yeah, exactly, Steve, exactly. Like, what I found is, like, the old games, for example, are good for that. Like, if you find, like, an old game with a good audience and stuff, good fan base. Like, Oblivion, for example, I was playing, right? I had, like, pretty, like, stable, solid results, too. But it's still, like, even those results, they scale with what you come in with. Like, because back in the day, like, my Boomerthons were, like, 200 viewers and stuff easily all the time, pretty much. Like, way above 100, even, like, last winter, I think I had, like... Actually, I can check. Can actually even check. Lost Steve to Oblivion, yeah. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Let's see. 22 January, for example. Okay, you can see, like, all the... Like 22 January, for example, right, was like 89 average. And that's already like that was previous year. Then let's see this year's January, 58. I don't remember what was in January actually going on though. Like 21. Yeah, see, that was like the Boomerthon then, when, like, you know, the auto host was still somewhere around. I had like my time slot and everything good. 20, I think, or was 19 first time I did it? I don't remember actually. It was 93. That what I was playing back then. Yeah, it was Boomerthon, yeah. Oh, there was a bunch of room there actually already, so I guess I was kind of done with it. Oh yeah, end of January I was done with it. Ooh, that was actually the Conquer Generals, nice. Nice. 19 January, 88. Yeah, so 21 was kind of like... 2021 was kind of the peak there. Oh, the peak there. Didn't they have like the old time there? Yeah, like Boomerthon, like when you already have some numbers, it's good, eh? Yeah, then you have like the January 58. 62, 49, and that's pretty much kind of like what it what it is now, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And that's, yeah, that's like December. December was still kind of pumping even. Oh, that's because like one of the my charity stream basically just kind of like completely skewed the statistics. Yeah, that's exactly that's my thing. So yeah, like I would understand if I like changed something, right? Like started like different time, for example, right? Like completely different games. I mean, I always play different ones, right? Basically, where I got like stuck in some MMO, for example. I could see that happening and stuff. I could see that happening, but that's not the case, right? So, no idea. Actually, no idea. Yeah, chat is actually not really silent and stuff too, which I actually appreciate, and I'm surprised because yeah, I've seen like they're even like tuning in Triz's chat at some point back in the day when he has like way more viewers and like the chat is way more dead and stuff. And I'm like, man, we kinda good. We kinda good. Yeah, that's actually kinda interesting. That's something to take into account. It's actually kind of, it doesn't really matter. Like this charity stream, like in general, like I mean, you can actually see that was 10th of December. It was. Let's see. 3 days. December. 10th of December. Yeah, 10th of December was at 32 followers, actually. Which, I mean, is still better because sometimes you get that amount in... like... yeah, -7. My favorite. That's actually because there was like a bot wave. Yeah, you can see here, actually. There was like huge bot wave not long ago. Doesn't show here for some reason, but yeah, there was like insane bot wave at one day. There's like normal flow of things. It was all stream, I think. I wasn't streaming on that day. Will it show here? Yeah, it doesn't because I wasn't streaming. Probably not gonna show. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, 622. I guess because of Dead Island or something. Some people just kind of like some bots just landed in crazy amounts. So yeah, that's also why like there's quite often like negative followers on streams because there's constantly what's the name? Like a lot of those bots just basically getting banned and stuff all the time, so they just kind of pee poof. They just kind of pee poof. Yeah, they also barely ever say something in chat because they have followers only, and I have like if it's a like new account, they need to have mobile phone confirmed, right? So like you never even see them spamming in my chat. They just like follow you and then get banned eventually most of the time. Rarely they get some get through, I guess. But that's the thing. There's always like different ones releasing stuff. Yeah, I have no idea. And like, to me, like seems like there is something like wrong with basically like some Twitch stuff because like that there were cases back in the day when they like some like channels weren't even showing in the follower right list and stuff. Like I don't know, maybe something like that. I have no clue actually. It is a weird one. I think it's more kind of like the what's the name? Just the fact that like Trizit switched his time slot, right? Like Ella now does a lot of Shimoda streams in the while cycling during the day, right? That also. So there are those things, and yeah, it's just kind of like the chain reaction. Like you go lower, you get less, and you get even more, less, even more down. Let's put it that way in that sense. Then you know people kind of like, oh shit, you know this one this streamer fell off and everything and not as cool anymore to watch. There's a bunch of people like that actually back in the day also, like whenever there's like some like raid or something or charity stream, right? Like you see people that you haven't seen like in years and they're like, oh bro, so many viewers, what the fuck, cool. And then you'll see them again until next time. Until next time. See, no idea. No idea, actually. Thought could be like some Twitch issues too there or something. Because like there was some drop off back then when they changed the auto host. Because auto host back in the day was like huge part. And that was a huge part. But then kind of everything normalized after that. Everything stabilized, was doing good, and then like now another one. Now like auto host is usually on Treason, like a lot of people also probably there too. Because you know, like a lot of LA people probably moving to other places too, because you know I'm not like a lot of people like come in my community because I'm like, you know, friend of LA. I still am, right? But I'm not, you know, the cool friend. I'm not like there all the time and everything. So a lot of them kind of move in. Hinder potential viewers. I think it's more of a quality thing really, because I have like the follower only and stuff like forever almost. Pretty much, I think from the very beginning I had that requirement and there was no problem. Oh, there was no problem. I mean, I think people who kind of like stick around and everything, they are the ones who don't mind the follower only, because they mostly, you know, like watch first, ask questions later, right? Like people who just like instantly without even watching for 10 minutes, for example, and follow, right, and go in and start asking things, they usually ask some weird shit. Let's put it that way, most of the time. They can setting the follower only and never showing up and just chatting category equals, you know, like no, almost like no PPGs. It's like once a year or something there'll be some weird stuff, and usually not even like that crazy level of weird. Yeah, could be anything. Could be anything. It's really hard to say. Like, if anything, I think it was even, like, getting, like, real nice, right? Because I was getting, like, a lot of, I mean, still do, right? A lot of, like, review, preview versions of games, you know? Was, like, showing a bunch of stuff. But it wasn't just, like, jumping from game to game that much. I still was doing some games, like, kind of regularly. Still do. Finishing some games and stuff, too, right? So it's not, like, every day a new game switching or something. There's always some stuff going on. So yeah, that is a weird one. That actually opened me an interesting insight there. That like one, at our numbers, right? One like charity stream with the front page opportunity can like basically like propel your averages quite a lot. That's an interesting observation. I mean, I kind of like obviously knew it, but I didn't know that it's that much. Didn't notice that much. But I guess, yeah, when you get, like, the front page, here's a button magic with, like, 7,000, then even, like, doing that for a couple of hours can change the stats for a while. Which, again, doesn't really, like, change your discoverability much, but that's good for getting the review keys and everything. Some studios are looking at you, System Shock, by the way. I had a little PPG with that. Well, Dead Island literally, like, have, like, 20 viewers or something. Welcome. Welcome to our creator program. But yeah, I would say it's like the discoverability thingies mostly. Mostly the discoverability stuff at this point. Like kind of getting into those ranges when it's kind of hard to get discovered. Because nowadays in general on Twitch it's also getting harder and harder because, you know, like the ceiling is kind of getting higher. And you already kind of were pretty far from it, but the ceiling is already going higher and higher. And the top streamers are getting even more, like, huge in terms of viewers. And then this, like, you know, like the rift between is also kind of getting bigger and bigger. And the amount of, like, steps and everything that people need to go down to actually find someone like you becoming more and more and more. And not a lot of people are ready to take those steps. That's the thing. That's the thing. It even has 4K in Shimoda, yeah. That's the thing. Like when you get like some numbers with some numbers in audience, it's kind of like, you know, it's already like the auto battler. Like you don't really need to do much. The only goal is just, you know, like keep doing what you're doing and like not, you know, not ditching, not like getting in some PPA drama or something. Just kind of like, you know, just keep grinding and you'll be good. Like all this consistency and like, you know, crazy grind makes sense only when you already got somewhere. When you do, then it works. Until then, it's like you can like stream like with like a couple of hours of sleep on like Adderall or something, and nothing's gonna change. 200 viewers 3 years ago. Yeah, basically, yeah. Pretty much, pretty much. I mean, I think even like Osman on his alt channel nowadays also gets like 20k or something. He just kind of like, you know, transferred like few thousands from his main channel, and then that few thousand already kind of like propels you in pretty much any other channel, right? And then people just kind of like, oh shit, it's him. And then it's kind of like just already pretty much is the same as the main channel at this point already. See, it's all about like the initial pump. If you start getting somewhere, then later it's already like automatical process. Same with chat and everything, right? When chat and stuff gets like to some like amount of active chatters and stuff, it just kind of like literally lives on its own. And then like plus 100 to entertainment and everything, because you know whatever you do, chat is already entertaining itself. And plus chat like talking and moving all the time, it's also kind of like something you can just like look into and like, you know, join in a conversation, like pick something and like talk about something, right? And don't need to talk to yourself all the time. Easy. It gets way easier that way. But yeah, that's pretty much how the discoverability works though. Like you get established, and then it's already autopilot after then almost. I mean, there are still cases with like people falling off even from like pretty good numbers and stuff too. So that does happen. And that's another like also just, how do you say, like the proof that discoverability is garbage. Because like, you know, some like old viewers slowly kind of fall off also from the community and stuff, move on to other places or like move on from Twitch, and then you just don't get like the same speed, the same pace of the new viewer gain from discoverability. And that's how even like a lot of OGs on Twitch, for example, like you look and they like, I mean, they're still doing good, right? Like few thousand viewers easily, but like they're OGs, right? They're like doing that shit for like a decade at this point or more. With schedule, you know, consistently, like with one day off and everything, and there they are, just kind of like falling off slowly. That's also exactly the thing, because modern discoverability is not about the games you play, it's not about, you know, the time you stream, how much you stream and stuff. It's all about, you know, the content. You might be super fun, super cool, super quirky, super pro, but if you don't hang out with the right people and everything, don't get that networking going, then it's all gone. Hey, good evening. Hello, sir. How are we doing? Soul for naught. Soul for naught. Once I'm gonna go pour some tea. The Unity struggling? Oh, just like talking mostly. I'm just kind of like still processing about the other stuff, what to do. And we're just having some conversation there. Huh? Just chilling mostly today. I'm gonna get back into it. Yeah, mostly just chatting for now. On Twitch streaming and other shit. The glorious discoverability and stuff. That is non-existent. Same on YouTube, for example. You open now. Concurrent viewer 1. Like, bro. You shitting me there. Hey, who's that? Who's that one? Let's see, I say, no, I basically wasn't really doing much. Yes, oh yeah. That it does too. I need to get like on YouTube and stuff, but like it's just like so hard to make yourself to do stuff. Yeah, Twitch like dropping a bunch. I mean, people kind of returning from, you know, like the lockdowns and Corona. People starting to travel, you know, all this kind of stuff. Where the gaming market is also kind of going down too. Like everyone thought that people now gonna be sitting, you know, in their caves all the time and stuff. They don't want to. Like 22 was, I think, the last year when it was like kind of peaking and everything. Well, I wouldn't say it's like, you know, dropping views like crazy. It's more kind of like the correction a little bit, because it's still like way, way higher than it was like in 2019, for example. But the YouTube like live and discoverability and stuff is also garbage. And that's the fun part. So yeah, the best way is probably like to go for videos and everything. Which I will. I need to. At this point, kind of want to find some sort of already, you know, the finale of sorts in moving, you know, a little bit of certainty. It would be easier at least to make yourself to do something else. It was kind of hard committing to like things that you don't know if they're gonna work or not, really, too. Like committing time into it. Like if that would be my choice, I would just like, you know, go ham with like streaming like all the time in the day and everything, gladly. You know, on Twitch and main and everything with pleasure. Like barely any day offs, all the hours and stuff in, gladly. But sadly that doesn't always, you know, equal to some good things happening. So I need to do other stuff, and doing other stuff is already also like a lot of YOLO there. Idea, where would we go? Well, for now, probably something nearby. Like, my friend, I think, kinda wants Armenia, probably. But we'll see. We'll see. Like Armenia, Georgia, and Kyrgyzstan. Those are kind of like the best options, really, for me personally, because I can open the company there, no problems, and get the bank account and stuff. That's the plan. That's kind of the plan, but we'll see. I'm also not sure where my friend from Uzbekistan is moving after. because we want to kind of collaborate on that too. I'm not sure if he's down to move somewhere close. I wanted to basically kind of like tour the countries here nearby, like a few months / year, everywhere. Kind of like Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, you know, Georgia, Armenia, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan maybe even too, even though I think we can get that only for like 10 years or something, because it's also quite a dang country. But we'll see. We'll see. And then maybe somewhere else. Somewhere further. Maybe. Try to make characters out of this, I wonder. If 5 months sounds soul crushing. It is with the like setup and stuff. That is quite something. And just with like carrying a bunch of stuff with you and finding some spot that is kind of like convenient to place yourself with the setup. That would be kind of like, you know, light mode. Bro, I would love to. I would actually kind of love to. Even like less than 5 months probably. But I mean, can get stuck somewhere like 6 or more. Basically, Nick, yeah. Some countries 3 months. Like Kazakhstan nowadays, Azerbaijan. If you don't have some sort of like special permit or something, can't really stay more than 3 months. Some countries 6 months, some countries a year. Some countries you just like get yourself a registration and like rent apartment, get like papers and live there all you want. That's how my friend lives in Uzbekistan now. No problemos. Should I make scriptable object characters? Let's try probably. Let's see, okay, see. If I would be just kind of like, you know, like back in the day with like websites, for example, right? I just like need a laptop, you know, like minimal clothes required, and I'm done. Like, as long as I have where to throw it all, you know, that's good enough. But with like streaming stuff and everything, that's a bit of a doof. Rented higher than in Moscow, yep. Well, I mean, that's why I'm not gonna go to Yerevan. We have already, out of my viewers, have 2 people who moved recently from here. And we have Leov, who already lives there for a while. I already consulted a little with him. Yeah, probably we'll go to like Vanadzor, Gyumri, and maybe something like Sivan or something, Dilijan. Like there are some like, you know, more kind of like far away, nature-friendly places. But I need a little bit of research into the internet providers. But from what I see, like some of those places, I mean, at least like Vanadzor and Gyumri as like next biggest cities, they are good, I think, Alov said. There's internet connection proper and everything. And you know, I don't need like nightclubs, shit like this, dude. I need internet connection, you know, electricity is stable enough. And some grocery store. Even a market or something. Maybe even better. Done. And kitchen, of course. And we good. And we good. Food prices through the roof? Interesting. Well, that's already probably just through inflation and everything. I mean, we have rent and apartments like getting expensive here again. Like, there are people returning, or like, you know, no one gives a shit. Things still go the way it did before. He's going again. He's going again. Yeah, food prices are quite something everywhere. That is true. That is true. That's also part of the issue with, you know, like, kind of like not knowing where your channel will go in the end. It's not like money or something currently or anything, right? It's how it's gonna be later. And that's the scary part. These are the scary parts. That sounds like places like Uzbekistan and some like places in Asia. They're pretty decent. But yeah, many even the kind of cheap places. Things are going kind of dank nowadays too. So kind of like having some a bit of an uptick in the channel growth and stuff would be kind of nice. I gotta work on that stuff, fool. And I think the only way really is just like, yeah, farming the YouTube and stuff. Like videos, not the streams. We'll need to get into that. We'll need to get into that. For a while already, really. Yeah, it's only lately only getting harder to force yourself to do anything, really. I mean, it's pretty much the same stock, yeah. Game dev company and sell at 100 key copies of the game. I mean, true, yeah, that's an option. That's an option. I mean, I kind of want to commit to this also some more. Like, invest more time into it. Not even for the money perspective. Like, I mean, as I said, like, as long as I, you know, have this stuff covered, like just food and the needs, and a little extra, I'm good. Like, I don't need to, like, I don't even need to sell it, really. As long as, you know, like, during the process, I can make it into content that, you know, satisfies the people to support, then I'm good. If I can sell something, that would be nice too. But kind of whatever. This kind of whatever. Do it, Steve, do it. Except that, like, I really want to, but whenever I kind of like stream, maybe because it's YouTube, I don't know. I just kind of like, like, I don't know how to explain even. Like, I want to, right, and everything. I want to do more even, but like it's hard to do more than, you know, some amount. I think it's partially also because you don't know where, you know, things take turn, and the fact that, you know, you kind of like the more streaming you do, the less you actually kind of gain from that, right? Because your average viewers and stuff dropping. That's why I do on YouTube, for example. But it's still not the same. It's like commitment and the time investment. But I mean, at least you do something good. So that's why I keep kind of going. It'd be nice to go for some more. And try to finish things, you know. So there was attack, defense. That's pretty much it. For now, at least. Confirm they're gonna show DLC this month. Well, probably gonna see. Gonna see some on one of the shows then. That's good, eh? That's good, eh? Doubt it's gonna be out this month though, as some people said. But now I think rumors are like, was it autumn or something? We'll see. That could be the thing. That could be the thing. I just dropped the DLC after bigger trailer. That was one of the first rumors that they just gonna release it in June. Like, fuck, the June is like all the announcements show. Will they just like show it and then like drop it? I mean, could be. That could be, but now there's new rumors. I don't remember. Was it like August or was it like autumn or something? Fall. But we'll see, yeah. We'll see, yeah. But yeah, moving also gonna be like 2-3 people. Solo, I mean, I might do solo, but solo I will need to find some like super hobo places though. Because I want to minimize the rent and everything. And I mean, I'm okay with like living with my friends and everything. Randoms kinda rather not probably. Friends I'm okay with them. Gonna try probably also like... When was a good time? I was thinking... Gonna also meet with Deck probably soon. He was like asking about the coffee in the MILF coffee place. I should go probably meet with him. And also streamer from Moscow. Also English speaking one. But I think before he said he does one, he already kind of like also the MILF coffee place. Yeah, it's just like the like Cafeina Milfa basically it's called in Moscow. It's like the coffee place and some sort of like beauty salon or something. I don't know. And you just like show the photo. That's the only thing there. There's the what? That'll give you some errors or something. Just not opening. Monka is. But yeah, I think he said he already not planning to move anywhere because he also already like fell off, I guess. Let's put it that way. He also fell off. As in like he was already looking for a job and stuff too. Maybe Twitch just kind of like fucks with all us Ruski content creators or something. I don't know. Oh, there's the OSC. Did he maybe like update the Unity or something? I'm still kind of like keeping the old one for now. Did get some backups going, just in case. Bonka is. We'll see, gonna talk with him about that too. In this case, again, like in Georgia, there's the Fulcrum Publishing, the ex Adin S. You have their community manager, my Twitter too. But they have some spots there if things will go kind of south. Yeah. I mean that was I think that was already a thing a while. Now I guess it's kind of like complete. But they pretty much just kind of like fired the CEO, or didn't renew the contract with CEO, and CEO is doing his own company that is like that has nothing to do with Nintendo. But they are, you know, doing all the service repairs, you know, all this kind of stuff. So basically it's just another one of those. It's like, you know, the Pipiega juggling with names, entities, and other stuff. Absolutely pointless, dumb shit. And yeah, they were kind of useless here, completely, pretty much. Like I said, my friend basically just right now like got his Zelda from AliExpress. That's pretty much it. Way cheaper than buying it here. It always was, really. But that's how it goes. Those regional prices no one really used ever. Games on AliExpress, yeah, some are. Some are. Character health is actually kind of interesting too. That is true. Good idea. A good idea. I'll take that. I didn't update anything? Yeah, I didn't update ever either. Man, that sucks, man. That sucks. Did you maybe like move something or some? We can find some shit. That's some weird glitch, man. Yeah, the Switch games are cheaper there than here, at least. Not sure about other places, but compared to here, they are. Let's see, just ordered them. It already arrived. Gonna ask him actually. Did he test it? I'm gonna ask him if he tested it already. Yeah, let's get some sort of start when you unlock new characters then. Class name explorer is a descriptable object. It's kind of like the type of objects. I mean, can do it like in singular too, I guess, because there's gonna be multiple main characters. So it's kind of like the there is gonna be. I already tested. Everything works. European version actually. I'm gonna ask him how much was it. There's gonna be multiple characters. I could go main character, I guess, too. It's kind of gonna be like the scripted encounters and everything. Scriptable encounter. I guess I could go like singular too. Yeah, I could, and then just call folder characters, I guess, whatever. That will make sense. I need to change name here though to remember. One sec, how much was it? 1,266. That's still expensive though, I have to say, but cheaper than here. That is what now? Like 65 bucks, I guess, or something. So it's still expensive, but yeah, cheaper than here. The European version. Maybe doable to get something even cheaper though, but yeah, not sure. Not sure if there are some like regional, but as I said, like Nintendo has really weird regional prices, so I doubt you can get anything cheaper. But yeah, I think it's even more expensive here. This is yeah, it should be like 65 or something bucks, I think. Yeah, it should be like not 70, but yeah, not 60, so like around 65. Retail price in Istanbul, I see. Yeah, yes, Dave. I can like saw like the name and stuff, but I didn't really get like what? Where did they get that? What's that? In Istanbul, if you probably can get something right in the store still, considering the price changes recently, then it's probably pretty good. I mean, even digital prices in Turkey are good. I see, Nick, I see. No, my friend is buying digital stuff. Like, for example, like Alan Wake pre-order there is like 1,400, I think, in our currency. Or like 1,500, so like 20 bucks pretty much. I see, Steve, I see. Well, that's pretty much what my friend probably got, yeah. 60 euro physical. But if you can go to, yeah, the Turkey for the stores, then yeah, you can get those, the physical versions, they're probably even cheaper, that's true. Yeah, how they call it? Unlock... like reputation, how to call it? Hoping for collectors even, them, son, I see. Are you like in Turkey now? Currently living? Getting collector's editions and stuff? Collector's editions would be nice, but when you kinda need to like move around the world, then it gets a bit annoying. You can't really travel with that. Unless you settle down completely somewhere. And settling down completely somewhere, currently not really that good. Not really that doable, I would say even. Yeah, let's go that way. Then I can add like some other stuff there. Bulgaria, I see. I was looking into that too, but like, not that doable though. Not that doable to get the permit and stuff. Like, my problem basically is like, you know, my set of skills is not very marketable. Well, it's actually kind of like in marketing more as a content creator and everything, and like community management and stuff, but like no one wants to import you with that set of skills because, I mean, it's pretty simple to find someone around, and going on your own as self-employed person, businessman and stuff, then the income is not as good for that. Digital nomad or something. So you kind of get stuck in that limbo. For one way, you are not making enough. For another way, you're not good enough, basically. But that's a bit unfortunate. You can market yourself as that's the thing. Like, I could probably, right? I'm trying this stuff. But yeah, I kind of like that will be the emergency, really. Like, I want to continue with like streaming and shit. That's the main thing. If I would be invited in some like nice like studio game deving, I would be down. Like, I sent some resumes back then, but like not for the dev position. That was actually for community management. That's where I learned that no one's gonna import you from another country for that. Even though they would love to otherwise, but only if I would live somewhere close. I see, Steve, I see. The RTS even. I would go for some like management tycoon type of game. I would love to. And I will at some point, probably. See, you can always market, but yeah, that's not something I would... Well, that's also part of the reason why I kind of like would love to already know what's gonna happen, right? Like, if things are going like downhill completely, then okay, fine, I'm just gonna, you know, like pick another avenue, work on something else, you know, focus like on this, for example, get some like working prototypes, working demos, maybe working project already, and then kind of like try to apply somewhere. That would be one story. But I believe, I want to believe, want to make content creation, the streaming, the YouTubing and stuff work. That's my jam. even if it's not much. This now kind of like makes you realize how, you know, I appreciated what I had before, you know. How things were actually kind of good before. Because sure, I guess it was like, you know, like a little bit back in the day. That was a little younger. That you want to conquer the world and stuff. Now I just want to, you know, just give me my fucking shack in the bumfuck nowhere. Well, preferably with a store nearby and internet. And that's it. Well, that's it. Water you can drill nowadays, you know, shitter. You can drill nowadays. Everything else I would manage. Yeah, but you can't get in there. That's the problem, Nick. That's the problem. For the past 1.5 years, I read a lot of that stuff. I mean, the market is a dev and stream game there, but then you will need to work somewhere, though. You will need to get some sort of the work visa, so you would need to work. You would need to work. And honestly, if you already do like stream on the free time, like my respect is usual to CB because that like all of that would just like consume your soul and energy completely. Well, when you live kind of like better, comfier life, it's a bit easier than when you constantly, you know, worried what's gonna be tomorrow. That also kind of drains your energy way too much. Probably a bit easier when you kind of in a better spot in life. Should we get characters, maybe some items already? I could try actually, maybe. The most realistic is like making your own little company or something. In some countries you can. Like in Serbia, for example, that would be possible. Got the dev-like situation. Well, I mean, if it's like, you know, not something, you know, time-consuming, complicated, just like you ask if there's like some opportunities like that. Just in case. I mean, you never know, right? Like, if it's not, you know, pulling some strings and taking effort, then sure, it would be nice, thank you. A date would always be nice. Because, like, you never know when you will need the emergency option nowadays, you know. You never know. Hey, Nick, hello. The police station. Oh, did you clown too hard, man? Did you clown too hard? Monka is. What happened there? Weird. Just disconnected for a second there. Weird. Is he fine? That's quite the if. I mean, you just turned it off basically. Just said like disconnected, reconnecting. Nothing is happening. Like, alright, just stop and start. Sure. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. But yeah, if you have like some like, you know, like don't pull any, you know, like strings, any other stuff. About moving government shuts down the internet. Well, not gonna happen on YouTube, but you never know. You know, they can shut down YouTube eventually. Oh, that's also one of the things. Acidic, I see. I went for nothing. I see. Classic, classic. Yeah, manual items. There they are, of course. I'm gonna have some items too. Yeah, how did we do? This way. Props, that's true, yeah. That is actually true. Fixes in props. I guess the what's the name? Look at the sprite and everything, I guess. But the sprite and stuff. Didn't I do it in item data? I got color instead for now. Didn't thought it yet. Oh, this way? I mean, there will be some stuff like that, yeah. I'm not sure how to do it better. Like, how does that work even? How does that work even? How does that work even? That'll give me an idea. I need to add the sprite also there. How was that one there? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna have any sprites yet though. Which I should also do. I should get that acid sprite going already and prepare. And prepare the pain, for the pain rather. Prepare for that pain. Hopefully, Steve, hopefully. I mean, worst case, you got your lessons out of it. You got your lessons out of it. So you will be able to easily do that stuff again if needed. That's good enough. But yeah, how does that exactly work, Nick? I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Telling you. Telling you. We get the glorious PP again. PP gonna be cool. PP again. 10 attack, 10 defense, 100 health. Unlock reputation from the start. Items. I kind of need to give Piggy something. Piggy with the knife. Sure. They can get the Sprite in. Let's see. Sprite. Let's see. Alright, fine. Might as well. Sprite. Didn't I have him here? Didn't I have some here? Is that possible? How is that possible? This can't be. This can't be. I don't have any piggy pictures on my desk. How is that possible? How is that possible? Soundtrack. There it is. Yes, he's the USA. A bit late for that, kinda. I mean, not exactly, I guess. Not exactly, I guess, but still. Sounds kinda late. below that too. The load ballin, man, eh? And that sounds kinda late for that a little. Yeah, it can be a bit dank. Is in general too quiet actually? Let me know if that's the case. And the constant struggle and the changes with the volume and everything. Yeah, how does that go? 1 second. Not you gonna even open there. A lot of movement. Oh, it goes from like the asset menu there, I see. Oh, there's some stuff already here. Nice. Could use that. Guess you can just upload it like this here, I see. Unlucky. I'll go this way though, let me check. Now where do we drop all that stuff then? These sprites, these sprites. New version works. Feels good, man. Saved. This way. Let me see. That should do. One moment. That should be this. This. Here we go. I got Viega there. Viega for now gonna chill there. And there it is. Got him. And the most important one. See there. What did happen there? What did happen? Man, did they like fuck up that much with the remaster? What? It was with the tech issues and everything. What is this? Yeah, I see, I see. I got like the highest one in his permadeath or something. Oof. I mean, the whole 4 hours for the first time, not too bad, eh? Not too bad. Oh, it's 10 hours to finish the game. Damn, son, alright. Well, I guess at least you managed to realize after 4 hours, alright. So extension for the volume actually makes it fine, right? Extension for the volume makes it fine. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of good for me too with YouTube volume. I do agree with that. And you let me know about the volume stuff too. Sometimes it's hard to figure that on your own. Alright, so I will need to figure out to do that. So I guess I do like the character like pick, name stats, like the scroll buttons. And then you do it. I feel like I'm gonna do like a different scene for that or something. I think I do the different scene. So we're gonna do like pick the character, one scene, then you go to another one, pick the map, and this character creator later can cut. Because I think I'm gonna go with the pre-made characters. It's gonna be like the roguelike stuff. Kinda makes not a lot of sense with character creator thingy. I'm gonna have like the pre-made characters with some stuff that you can unlock later too, with different features. Then you pick one, and then you pick like the map thingy. The map I also gonna iterate on more. How to do it better. And then you go. And then you go. I'm gonna do it that way. Gonna have some sort of like little the lore stuff in the mind that also will kind of cover and explain the roguelike stuff too. Somewhat at least. Yeah, that I can expand maybe later in other things too. That we can expand also. But it's gonna be like the gameplay stuff. I will need to kind of figure how to do it good. So it's nice and fun. Well, at least you know. For the enjoyers of such stuff. I'm gonna get it enjoyable for the enjoyers at least already. It's enjoyable for enjoyers. Alright. Okay, probably gonna go do the more of the wood stuff I need to upload on YouTube. I did get all the old ones that I had uploaded. Now I need to cut like 10 more woods that are missing and get them also on YouTube. To be uploaded, so tomorrow morning they're already in, and tomorrow morning I can edit it on YouTube and publish them, so all the woods will be in here for the convenience of watching. Let's do it. Let's do it. Severino in the Severino. Let's go. So tomorrow gonna probably at least kind of have an idea now. Do that stuff. They just wanted to get some chilling and chatting, I guess, rather than anything. Always nice. Always nice. Once in a while, it's good. Sending from 60, yeah, it is actually quite something, yeah. Gonna do probably for some more time, but yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't mind flushing. I got it like on the phone and everything. On Monday, I'm gonna do some more like pulls and everything, see how it goes. And then we'll see, we'll see. Got on the phone also, you just kind of like, put the, the autopilot there in. And at least you can farm that way. But yeah, it goes quite slow there. It goes quite slow there. So I might. Now the Diablo is coming too, so we'll see. Maybe I'm not gonna be finding time for that anymore already. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it will be time to move on to other stuff. Could be. Could be. I mean, the Ragnarok Origin I pretty much already flushed. I might just like hop in to get the Monk. Mostly just for like the video. I kind of want to get the video about, what is happening with Ragnarok in general. And where I can do my favorite thing, and rant about, the destiny of the Ragnarok Online currently. Yeah, for that other game, still no news, I see. Yeah, there's that one too also. So much stuff, man, so much stuff to play. Yeah, that is a lot of stuff to play. Alright, so yeah, gonna be calling it then. Wasn't a lot of Unity today really, but it was a nice talking as always. So yeah, tomorrow, also in the evening, gonna be here. Chilling, maybe doing some more Unity tomorrow. We'll see. Probably at least we'll try to do some, that's for sure. But yeah, for now, I am out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out, chatting, chilling. Appreciate it a lot as always. And yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. CEST. Probably some Darkest Dungeon. Maybe then we can do some more Polybridge with extension. That was kind of fun today. So maybe we'll do some more tomorrow. Maybe. But yeah, for now, I'm out. Thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I love you all. Bye-bye.